Hey guys, a very important information here that YouTube wants you to know. I know that this is like a comedy video that we're about to watch, and these guys are just joking and they're just talking on a podcast, but YouTube really finds it important that you understand the sinking of the RMS Titanic, right? And they're using Wikipedia as a fucking source. Wow. How fucking fucked up as a society are we where Wikipedia is a goddamn source? And YouTube's using that source to give you context on a fucking comedy video. Fucking YouTube is so stupid. Sorry, YouTube is great. They're amazing. I love YouTube.
Seriously, just look at me right now. Look at the amount of money I've wasted and I surrounded myself with. What is this, like $2,000? This is a $500 blender.
How much for the TV?
$1,000.
Jesus.
Dude, pretty soon Nick's going to be on the fucking deck of the Starship Enterprise with all your gizmos.
I'm going to Skype myself into the show from that Titanic remake that they made, that India made. Did you see that?
No.
Not India, but some Indian country, and I know that sounds racist.
How's that? What? Bangladesh?
You know what I mean. A country that's, it's not India, but it's India.
Businessman Clive Palmer, one of the richest men in Australia, is a fan himself. In 2012, he announced his project to build a replica of the legendary ship.
Well, one of these countries, they're like, we have to make another Titanic. And they they made it completely to spec. They remade the Titanic.
The boat.
And it's launching next year.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess they'll have fucking.
But you gotta imagine, because that movie has to do really well internationally because it's such a bullshit accessible story,
right?
And this, it's not like a great script, so it translates easy. It's not much to think about. It's like the poor guy gets to fuck the rich woman.
Yeah, which is awesome.
So I imagine that translated into again, not Indian but Sherpa Indian or whatever, whichever country. Maybe it just was.
It's not India. It's got to be India, dude. What other country has that kind of cash?
They just spent all their money.
Bangladesh. The president of Bangladesh ran on that platform of we're gonna remake Titanic, people.
Hell yeah,
we're gonna empty out the fucking treasury.
And one lucky poor man gets to fuck my wife.
Yeah,
the rich.
Well, my wife plays Rose.
Yeah,
the most beautiful woman in Bangladesh.
He just likes getting cucked.
I think the replica of Titanic is a revival of a collective memory worldwide.
Fucking terrible memory, right?
Australian and Chinese.
Oh,
interesting. So you can.
That sounds like a nice combo.
I don't know where I got Indian.
Is that motherfucker just burping the mic? You fat fuck.
Being racist and wanting to do the voice.
Yeah.
Dirty
What's a Chinese Australian guy?
I'm sure it's got to be nothing but the Arabs that are going on this trip.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
It's only Arabs.
That honestly sounds like Dubai more than anything.
Yeah.
Seems like
that's the kind of dumb shit that they do. They love to waste their money on dumb things. Now back to my Vitamix.
Fucking iceberg.
我们坚信泰坦尼克2号在经理船长的建造会取得举世所有的成功。
Shipbuilding's changed a lot since 1912, and the Chinese shipbuilding industry has certainly led the world in a whole range of areas, and I think it's good for everybody.
Iceberg. It's fucking huge. No, dude, it's got to be Chinese and Australian.
I fucking hate Titanic. I hate that whole movie.
I love the titties.
I hate that.
I've seen the movie once in my entire life as a kid. I was watching it with my family, and yeah, not only have I never watched it again, I've never wanted to watch it again. Like, oh, I wish I had the movie. No, we had the fucking VHS 2 tape box set in this big ass cabinet with all these other movies, and not once have I watched that movie again. I think it fucking sucks. Maybe you have a different opinion. Call me an idiot in the comments and tell me how great the fucking movie is, you fucking retard.
Scene in the beginning where he's like,
the titties were nice, dude.
Is it F. Murray Abraham that's like, he's the guy that's like, this ship is perfect, not even God himself could sink it.
So this is the ship they say is unsinkable.
It is unsinkable. God himself could not sink this ship.
I mean,
at the camera.
This is such a perfect ship that even in the third act of the movie, nothing bad will happen.
Yeah, that movie fucking sucked dick. I don't know how old.
The
was
lunch
I?
table.
It was
I
like,
remember
what,
the lunch.
97?
Yeah, the lunch table in 5th grade. I like everyone that
So maybe
Monday
fourth grade.
after Titanic came out. They're like, "Yo, you see Rose's titties?"
And she had some beautiful fat titties.
And
As far
she
as
had some
titties,
nice
look,
ones.
I would have been thrilled to see any titties, but fucking Rose's titty. What's the actual Kate?
Kate Winslet,
yeah,
dude.
Kate
Well,
Winslet.
I had like the. My mom had like the VHS, like the.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
2 VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And so I would like, I'd pop one in.
Let me tell you just how. So this movie came out before the internet was like a normal household thing. I did not have access to internet porn. I probably had access to like a buddy's dad's magazine once here and there that we shared or something like that. I would scroll through movies or fast forward through movies in the movie cabinet to try and find a scene with like some good titties so that I could, do my thing when my parents weren't home. I knew that this scene was in this movie, and I still didn't watch this shit again. I didn't even watch this shit and fast forward just to see titties. That's how fucking much I think the movie sucks.
Pop one off.
Yeah.
You'll be going back in time to 1912 when men and women looked at each other differently. The clothes were different, and of course, every passenger on Titanic II will get a set of 1912 clothing to wear on the ship as well. You'll have the underwear, the bustles, you'll have all those fun things.
Did you see Black Panther stuff?
I did.
Did you think that the bad guy was the good guy?
He was cool. I like
An unsympathetic protagonist is in like every fucking
No,
movie.
it's not supposed to be unsympathetic.
I know, but I mean like an unintentional unsympathetic protagonist. Like we've talked about Titanic.
Sure.
Sure.
But there's a lot of movies like that. Five Goes West.
So you think
Schindler's
Billy
List.
Zane was the good guy in
Schindler's
Titanic?
What's that?
Good
Oh,
one.
Billy Zane is the good guy in Titanic. We've talked about it.
No, he's
I did a
not.
whole bit about it.
I know
on
you
the
have a
show.
bit, but he's not actually. It's a good bit,
No, he
but he's
is.
not a sympathetic
Doesn't he
guy.
beat Rose?
No, he doesn't beat Rose. At
I
no
thought he
point does
does.
never. Never once. I mean, maybe
That's not a beating.
Hold on. You have to judge it based on this is 1914. So anything less than holding a fucking branding iron to a woman's face.
He's not beating.
He's not beating a woman.
That's just encouraging her to
I
behave.
see.
Yeah,
Stop being hysterical.
That's taking her to the ball.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's giving
Damn.
her a reason to put on all that makeup you bought her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here, why don't you earn that rouge that I spent my father's $22 fortune on?
It was my
I inherited $27 from my grandfather.
from my great grandfather.
And I bought you this, the
$27.
world's largest diamond. It cost 82 cents.
My father's grandpa.
With this, you could feed an Irish family of 38.
Billy Zane style.
Billy Zane.
Man, shouts out to Zane, a bald icon.
Yeah, he's Greek too. You know that, right?
Is he?
Yes.
Greece has contributed so much to the world. I mean, this is coming from a Greek, of course. I have a vested interest.
Billy Zane is a genius.
100%.
Because he started going slightly bald and he just shaved his head completely and he's like, yeah, give me a wig.
Wigs, I'm hot
Just
as
put a
shit.
wig on me.
I'm beautiful, give me a wig.
Yeah, just let me wear wigs.
Should I get a wig?
Yeah, you should.
Of
A Billy
course you
Zane
should,
wig.
dude.
People are going to be like, is that Billy Zane?
After I do John
Yeah.
Wick for Halloween, I'm going to do
Yeah,
Billy Zane.
Honestly, Titanic would make a way more sense if someone who looked like you played the husband.
That's true.
It's like he's
Right.
a rich
Yeah, why
guy
is she cheating
that's
on
handsome
hot-ass
and
Billy
smart.
Zane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's bringing her on. I mean, I've
Some
made this
poor guy?
point before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Some fucking guy from.
Well, I don't get
Stowage.
how an also hot guy, but a different style of hot guy would make sense then.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That's greedy of her.
because she's a shit lib. That's
Yeah.
why.
yeah.
She wants to pander to the working class until it's time to share your door or whatever once the ship sinks.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then those people can fucking die.
Look at how much fucking room
Yeah,
was on
Billy-
that door.
Billy Zane is pretty much the OG cuck for that role.
He truly got cucked wildly up and down.
but he
that
lived.
shit.
He lived, right?
I love that he stole some poor guy's daughter to be
Yeah.
like, please, I'm all she has.
Yeah.
Please, I have a child! Please, I'm all she has in the world.
Yep.
But it's also like, I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense because it's like, what do you? The rest of the kids are like just not on the boat with their parents.
Right. No, they get their moms.
I shall require only women and children.
Yeah, but
Women
you
and
know,
children.
so but
Feminism goes right out the fucking window whenever a ship is sinking. I tell you that much right now. All of a sudden, women are as helpless as the children. I'm a helpless woman. Please let me on the boat. Okay, we're back to America. I'm an independent woman, you jerk.
But listen,
get off me.
Hey, hold on. But now I got what's next? The violin guy is gonna they get their own boat or something? Or?
I want yeah.
I don't know. You know, I mean, there's many different angles you can come into this.
Any room for a gentleman, gentlemen?
Only women at this time, sir.
You know what they could have done? They could have used that Kathy Bates as a flotation device.
Everyone
right
crawls
there.
into her pussy.
Yeah.
That's a whale.
That's a big,
to stay
that's a
warm
big,
and shit.
Big woman.
Oh yeah.
Well, I wasn't about to wait all day for you, Sonny. Yes. Here, you think you can manage? Hey, Jay.
Her husband had struck gold someplace out west, and she was what Mother called new money.
Do you remember the movie where she's naked?
New money.
She's also she's new money, so she's sympathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did she get rich?
I was the first woman to invent camming. Nobody liked big pussy until you put it on the internet.
Worker.
Yeah. Me, I'm a proud, loud, big fat bitch. I made all my money being a big bitch. Kathy Bate, Chatterbait, Kathy Bate.
yeah.
Wow. Chatterbait, Kathy Bate.
She's fucking doing a fucking what's the Morse code? But she's tapping it on her pussy.
Yeah. Sir, there's a huge bitch about 15 clicks south of here.
Oh, the fucking editing, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
I was laughing today, Matt. You know the scene in Titanic when that old couple's going to sleep as the ship's sinking together? But, like, so what they don't tell you in that scene is they're not aware that the ship is sinking because they're just old. I think that's the point of that scene. It's just to point out how stupid old people are.
Oh, fuck, dude. That must have been so fucking gay, dude, to die on the Titanic.
Yeah. On a shitty cruise.
You're fucking underneath the fucking floorboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Irish.
Yeah, listening to their fiddle music.
Mm-hmm. Dancing your shitty little fucking...
Your stupid jigs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks.
That's the thing we're not supposed to care about, right? The Titanic?
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. Should we care about it?
Yeah. And I think people get mad if you care about the Titanic.
Like, mad that people died?
Are people
or?
into it?
No, but like... Why?
Like the movie?
Yeah, people still consider it a tragedy, and it's like it's just a boat that sunk 100 years ago.
Right, it was really big.
So what?
I mean, that's why it was a big deal, I guess.
As long as Billy Zane lived, dude. That's all that matters.
It's not... I mean, it's not even that many people. I guess it was. It was like 1,500 or something.
I don't know.
You remember the earthquake of Lisbon?
When was
it happened
that?
in like the 1600s, I think. Or something like...
Portugal?
Yeah. There's something like 10,000 people died.
What the fuck? How?
It destroyed the entire city.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it might have killed like 20,000 people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was in a fucking huge
big-ass earthquake?
It was a big-ass earthquake that just like killed all of the city.
Just a bunch of shitty huts and shit?
Yeah. No, it's funny because
Damn, what does Portugal in the 1600s even look like?
Well, the church
They
had
were
to like...
good at sailing.
All these like theologians had to explain why God would do something like that.
Yeah.
Ah, it's because those guys were holding hands.
Yeah.
I'm the king of the world!
Here's an interesting fact. Good way to close out the podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little bit. The Titanic, James Cameron's Titanic, you know, the ship starts sinking and then it splits in half.
Yeah.
And they denied that happened until they found the wreckage. That was like the company that owned the Titanic, the White Star Lines, refused to allow people to think that the ship split in half. So all the portrayals of the sinking of the Titanic prior to that were the ship going down and like going straight up in the air. Yeah, going down vertical.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want people to think it was structurally unsound.
What? They fucking sank.
So then, like, eyewitness.
Yeah.
There was eyewitness testimony of all these people saying, like, no, the ship split in half. And they're like, no, you're just crazy.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What do they mean they didn't want it to be unstructurally sound? They fucking sank. Who gives a fuck if it snapped or not?
The company.
You killed everybody. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck them, dude. Fuck
well,
the
it was
White Star
actually,
Liner.
yeah, it was the captain's
I'm glad it
fault.
sank.
It was?
Yeah, it was the
I'm
captain, or the
glad it
night
sank.
watchman or whatever.
Jesus.
Yeah, he couldn't see the iceberg.
Well, no, they just kept, they had reports of icebergs, and then they kept going anyways.
Iceberg,
Yeah.
Dad.
What a fucking, I hate the Titanic. I fucking hate that dumb, it's such a fucking meaningless tragedy.
I know. It's not even that much of a strategy.
Yeah, it's like
it's
2,000
rich
people,
right?
100 years ago.
No, the rich people all lived.
Yeah,
and
the
the
rich
poor
people
people
lived.
died.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
But why I don't like that is because that's sort of just a footnote to the story anyways. People are like, yeah, and then it was fucked up because they made all the poor people died. But, you know, it's about these poor lost souls. You know, and it's like, no, it's just a dumb, who cares? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I bet you
There was much bigger sinkings in that time
I bet you
period.
1,000
They're all
poor
military
people
related. So.
died
The
in a
Lusitania.
Well, there was a German ship that was fucking sunk.
Well, the Germans were fucking up ships with U-boats.
Yeah, there was a German ship that was sunk, but Germany had like kind of it was like a bunch of I think like troops that were trying to evacuate or something, but it was like 9,000 people died. It was huge.
Damn.
Titanic was called the Ship of Dreams. And it was.
Didn't that, somebody please tell me in the comments if any of you fucking gay people love this movie so much. Didn't that old lady lie about Jack, the story of Jack and all that shit? Didn't she lie about that?
It really was.
The movie Titanic is being told by
an old bitch.
An old bitch. It's the whole premise of the movie is they're sitting around listening to her tell that story, which includes sex scenes. So they're just sitting there while some old bitch is like, and then he fucked me in the
Model T.
Yeah. And we fucked so much that there was steam on the windows.
Yeah.
My heart was pounding the whole time. It was the most erotic moment of my life.
He came inside of me.
Yeah. And then I took my shirt off.
Yeah,
and
what do they do with the
exposed
cum?
my breasts, and he painted
Do you
me.
think he? What do you think they did with it? You think she sucked him off to completion? Or do you think he busted inside?
I don't know.
Of
They
course.
should have gone into that. It would have been a better movie.
The director's cut.
There's no way that I can express to you what I'm feeling right now. My heart is full to bursting, except to say, I'm the king of the world!
That's kind of corny, bro. Yeah, I'm kind of with Nick on this one. I mean, it sucks that it happened for sure. It doesn't matter if there were people who had money or people who were poor. Whoever died, it sucks. But the movie fucking sucked. I'm sorry. Sorry to James Cameron or whoever the fuck. The movie sucks.